Hi guys, welcome back to another Samurai Gaming on our Euro Truck Simulator 2. So, from our last video then, we were taking a few job market jobs. We can't afford our own truck at the minute and stuff. The bank have come to us with a loan we can take, but it's nowhere near enough. So we're just going to carry on doing some job market jobs, so let's go and have a see what's available. Manchester to Grimsby in this Volvo. Do you know what? We'll take that. So, here we are guys, back now on another job. We have our Volvo that we're driving today. I love this truck. And have a look at the outside. Not too much for the colour, but seeing as how it isn't our truck, I'm not really that bothered. So, let's put the radio on. And let's start making our way. So we get out down here. So guys, in our last video, I did mention a couple of times that it was ETS. It's not ETS, it's ETS2, which is Euro Truck Simulator 2. Just put that right because I'm pretty sure that people might get confused. Maybe get confused at the fact that there is a Euro Truck Simulator 1 out. But no, this is number 2. I haven't made a start yet on my American truck sim, but I am going to be. But for now, I'm happy just carrying on with ETS and see how we get on with this. So, how's everyone been? Hope you've all had a good week. I am absolutely loving doing these videos. I'm really itching to get onto ATS, but I thought before we start ATS, I'm going to keep doing a bit more of this, really, just to keep this nice and fresh. I am really liking this truck. I am a fan of the Volvos. Yeah, I hope you enjoy this trucking journey. If you have any recommendations and you've played this game before and you want to see certain trucks, or you want me to take jobs around certain trucks maybe, let me know, and if there is one of them on the market, the job market, I will take that truck, not a problem, so we can have a look at them. I am aiming to do them all, and I am aiming to, when we come to buy our own truck, look at the Volvos, look at the Scanias, probably look at the Mercedes as well. But for now, we've got these job market jobs we need to get over. And take the cruise control off as well now, we can speed up a bit here. It's looking good, this truck. But yeah, if you have any recommendations guys, if there's anything you think, when it is that I come to my own truck, if there's anything that you think I should go for, anything that you guys would like to see, specific colours or specific truck even, let me know in the comments. I am willing to read them all and go through and see what you guys think. Up to now, I'm possibly looking at getting a Scania to start with. But we'll see when the time comes. So this is our job today from Manchester to Grimsby. It's not too big of a distance, to be honest. I'm thinking in this video we might get this job done and perhaps one other. Let's set the cruise control. and try in these videos to do mainly the UK to start with if we can, so that we can explore different parts of the UK together. I'll be looking at taking some jobs to down south and also up north to Scotland way, and then we will start pushing into the likes of France and Belgium, and I have got the Norway DLC and effing on, so yeah. It's a really nice truck, this is. It drives really nice. It's really steady as well. It's quite comfortable to drive. Liking the interior. Let's go have a quick look outside of it again. Okay, so we need to get over. Car at the side of us at the minute, but we can now push. If you have played this game, guys, please let me know what you think. I've read on the comments from the last video that a few people have bought it and are ready to play it, so I'm hoping that they've seen this and thought, yes, I'm getting on that. I do want to take this game serious, hence why I'm not playing it online. As I said in the last video, there is an online mode. You download it from World of Trucks, I think it is, or something like that, and you can do ETS and ATS online. I think it's Truckers MP, Truckers Multiplayer, something like that. And you can go on, you can drive on the same roads, use all these same trucks and everything's exactly the same. The only difference is you don't have traffic on the roads. I've come into this lane to try and get around this caravan, if I'm going to be able to do it. But yeah, you can drive on these roads. There is no traffic. It is just other people online in trucks. You can get cars now as well, actually. A lot of people thrashing around in like Skodas and stuff. Very limited on cars, but there is a lot of DLCs and mods and stuff that you can get, I think, that contain literally all of these. Bits of cars and so on. I think you can actually buy the car from one of the garages. So we could look into that anyway and see, you know, down the line whether we could get ourselves a car and have a little bomb around in that. But obviously this is a trucking game, I prefer the trucking, and as I said in the last video, there is a lot of arseholes that just think it's hilarious to get in the cars and then start cutting you up and smashing into you, and then you get other truckers smashing up and everything. It's great, don't get me wrong, it's a fantastic game when everyone plays ball and everyone enjoys it and plays it seriously, how it's supposed to be played. But unfortunately, there is always somebody in these games to ruin it. And if you go onto YouTube and type in ETS2 multiplayer smashes and things like that, you'll get an exact example as to what I'm talking about. And the problem with that is then that it costs you money. Every time that your truck needs servicing, it needs fixing, it's getting damaged all the time and stuff, to the point even sometimes where lorries are getting smashed off so bad that you have to do an emergency call out to get your lorry back to a position of normality, and that costs quite a lot of money. So on the multiplayer you can rapidly drop in money, and it's all because of one dickhead basically. So that is why I'm not doing the multiplayer on my Samurai Gaming. I'm happy to have the traffic on as well. I think it makes it look more realistic. And have to get over. So, when it comes to me actually getting my own truck, I am going to be looking into taking the, as you're looking at the screen right now, the left hand mirror, which you see in that yellow Mini come up the side now. that mirror is going to come off because I want to have to use my turning of head to look in my mirrors to see, make it again a bit more realistic. I will be changing my driving position because I don't like being this close and I feel a little bit down. Some of the trucks I might add, you can hardly see this right hand mirror unless you put your seat back, so I will adjust dependent on what truck we buy. A lot of trucks don't have the sat-nav in the truck, so that is why I'm keeping the sat-nav on the left-hand side for now. When we get more into this game, I am going to definitely look into taking that off though, because I really think it's ugly. It's a hindrance having it there when it's already on the dashboard. So I will figure out how to get that off. In some of my previous save games, I have had that off. Actually, I have had that off. You can have it as a little box that's just the sat nav, but again, I prefer to have it gone altogether and use the sat nav you can see there on the dashboard. But we'll look into that when it comes to it. But I'm just trying to make it, you know, really realistic. Really, that I've got to turn my head to see in the opposite mirrors, and the same with reversing and stuff. Trying to do everything by the book. So we're making good time. We are currently 21 mile, 30 in-game minutes away from our drop-off, which is probably about a minute away. We will be coming up on it shortly. She is a really nice truck, this one. No one right at the side of me, is there? Nope. Does take some getting used to, even on the PS4 pad, this does, I'll be honest. But once you're used to it and you get the hang of it, it works really well. It's very easy to set up as well. If you guys are going to play this game and you are thinking about using an external controller, I will be more than happy to make a video going through what controls I've got mine set on. When I initially started playing this game with a pad, I found it really hard to figure out where to put all the buttons, because there is a lot of buttons, so you do have to use your keyboard as well. I had beacons and all sorts going on then though. At the minute we're not going to worry too much about that because obviously we haven't got beacons and stuff. I have got the button set, but we're not going to worry too much. Here we go, Grimsby discovered. Now, we need to go around the roundabout, right? Now, this is going to seem really bizarre, but this is what I found in this. If I was driving on my everyday journey and I was about to take this roundabout, I would go into the right-hand lane, indicate right, and go round. But I have found that a lot of the time, people then end up coming round in the lane I am currently on and smashing straight into me. So exactly the same works though the other way. I've gone into this lane and someone's come up the inside to go straight on. This game kind of makes its own rules in that way, guys, I'm afraid, but I'm pretty sure as you play you'll figure it out. This is our drop-off point. And we are dropping there, okay. So I like to go on the inside view and try and reverse. This is where that other mirror does come in handy, because I obviously can't look that way. But again, as we get to them points, I'm going to take it off because I do think it's ugly and in the way. Let's walk it over this way now. Now that's saying that we are in the green. Once the green comes up, you are able to detach the trailer and away you go. So that is our first job done. We got an excellent rating. We covered 123 mile, 2 hours 35 in-game, fuel consumption 93.5 litres. Our base reward money is 3237, 199 XP, and our proficiency bonus 44, trailer manoeuvring bonus 40, total XP 239, total money 3280. So let's carry on. This then puts us back here because obviously we don't have our own truck. We do have an email. Drivers with own equipment needed, so you can take extra jobs as well. There is an option now that never used to be in where you can actually take a job. I think it's on this menu. This external contracts one, I think it is. From the world of trucks, they put specific jobs up for you to do as well as the quick jobs and your own jobs and the cargo jobs, etc. So yeah. Another exciting thing that we've got coming up, guys, is I have the heavy cargo DLC, and I mean heavy cargo, where they have to shut roads and stuff. So once we start getting to them, that's going to be pretty cool. So we have a Mercedes and an Iveco. I think we're going to take this Actros so that you can see this truck, guys. It's a decent little job, this one. So this is the interior of our Actros. Little bed in the back. Sat nav. Let's kick her in, have a look at the display. So we can put wipers on. And we can put lights on. Let's go and have a look at our load. And our truck from the outside. Nice Actros, that is. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Nice little load on the back. So yeah, let's get going. Now, as you can see, as I was saying in that last truck, guys, look at the mirror now on the right hand side. Part of the mirror is covered because of the view, so therefore the seat would need to go back so I get that mirror in. But again, you know, all this will come into account when we get rid of doing these jobs and get our own jobs. Let's go and have a quick look at the outside of this truck. Powerful. We have got a light load on. So let's go stay in this lane. Let's put our cruise control on at 29, so we're just under the speed cameras. Speed cameras do get you on this, guys, and it does charge you. If you're in a vehicle that isn't your own, it also charges you through the company, I think. So it's best sticking to the speed limits. Some trucks I've drove before are that powerful that they will go over the speed limit even on the motorways and stuff. They are pretty rapid. So that's worth noting, because on the motorways you get the police and stuff as well. Can speed up now though. Let's start making way. Now this truck is another option of mine when I buy my own truck, simply because I really do like the Actros. I think the inside compared to the Scania looks very plasticky. I mean, the detail and the graphics in that on the steering wheel and that is amazing, but it does look cheap and plasticky, whereas I think the Scania's got a bit more about it. I have got a mod on for a 4K Scania interior as well. Don't know how well it works, but it has definitely changed a few bits in there from the original. There is a lot of mods in the Steam Workshop that you can add onto this for free. There is pages as well that add mods. There's Rust Map. I think there's one for ETS2 mods, I think it's called. That one's pretty good. you can get a lot of like truck skins and everything. The only downside to doing that, in my opinion, is that 9 times out of 10, I've been through, I'll put mods on, I've got a nice skin that I like and everything on there, and then they've gone and done an update, and that skin is then not available for that update. So I then have to arse around trying to fix that and so on and so forth. It's such a ball ache. When we come to buy your own trucks, you'll see that there is some really good colour schemes for these trucks anyway. And you can get different logos and stuff dependent on what truck that you buy. Come on. Wavering a little bit there, a little bit juddery this truck then, coming around that bend. When we get our own truck, guys, as well, if you drive a few jobs, you will notice that you do have to stop for fuel. You will have to stop for doing servicing to your truck and stuff, because you do pick up damage from bends and people running into you. Even on this mode, there's usually something going on where you end up having a smash, or it's very, very tight on some of them. Some of the drop-off and pick-up points are under tiny little bridges you can just fit your truck through. When I come to one of them, I'll point that out to you, because they are very, very tight. But it's doable, so I advise, if you are going to play this game, get it, play it, and enjoy it. Play it to be a truck driver. Play it to experience the long distance driving, the stops, the DLCs available for these games are absolutely mental. They keep expanding the maps. As I said in the last video, guys, there is expansions to both games, ETS2 and ATS. I'm not entirely sure which ones I've got at the minute. I think Beyond the Baltic Sea is the one on this game I haven't got, but I've got all the others. Maybe. I'm not sure if I've got Italy, to be honest. And in ATS, I think the newest one is New Mexico, and the other one is Oregon, and I think it's the Oregon one I've got, and the New Mexico one's just come out. So when I start playing that game more, I'm probably going to end up getting that DLC so we can have a look at that together. It has been out a bit now, but it'll be new to me and to anyone that hasn't played this or is thinking of playing this game. It'll be new to you as well. Don't know what he's getting so slow for then. I was doing 50. I think he's moved completely over into yet. Oh, someone's been pulled there. So guys, we have 73 miles remaining on this journey. 1 hour 37 in-game minutes. I'm not quite sure how the timing's worked out, but it definitely doesn't take you an hour and a half to finish this, as you'll see. The weather isn't always this crap, by the way. But I am glad that it's got the rain on. I've put it on the menu so that it's a bit more realistic. You can have it without rain on, I think, even. There's a lot of stuff in the menu actually that you can change. You can do your gears yourself, you can do your air brake stuff yourself, you can do a lot, but I just keep it as basic as possible. Set all my buttons up for my pads, beacons, etc. I have my rain on realistic, crashes on realistic. But yeah, you know, when you get on this game, if you're going to play this game or you're already playing this game, you'll know, or you're going to know, that you can make this game exactly how you want to make this game. You can buy numerous trucks on this. As I say, there isn't so many in ATS, but there's a lot in ETS. And I find that really good. Once we get big enough to get our own garage, we can start hiring drivers, we can buy new trucks for ourselves and give them our old trucks. They'll keep the mileage and stuff, so obviously they'll get older. Let's come back over here. Let's set the cruise control again. Let's knock it down now actually, because we're going in a tunnel. May as well come into this lane, unless this jackass starts going slower. Don't know why my truck is persistent on doing faster than we need to. We're gonna have to go around this guy. Right, so this is our exit, 19 miles away from our drop-off. Heading to Carlisle. And we do have to be careful here because they do come flying out from under this bridge. There's nobody there at the moment. Weather's starting to pick up again. Some cinematics on the go. Still very steadily drizzling. There's a mental game, this is in the dark as well. Some of the lanes you go down are absolutely pitch black. But again, makes it way more believable. Something to be cautious about though, if you are going to play this game, when you get your trucks, some of them you'll have to go to a quarry. And I've noticed a few times in this game, some trucks are not powerful enough to get out of the quarry with a heavy load on. So if it is that you've got a pretty standard Volvo or Scania or whatever, you will struggle to get out of the quarry. It'll wheel spin, it'll jud it, and I've had to actually restart games and stuff because of that. Again, it's another touch on the realisticness, but not something you want straight away, so do bear that in mind, guys, because it can be an absolute ball ache. So, we're just heading into Carlisle now. That's now counted as discovered on our map. It's worth noting as well, actually, while we're going into this, if you can see on the sat-nav, there is like little pictures and stuff. There's a sleeping bed, that's where you can rest. The names, like that green and red one under the S and L of Carlisle, they are your pick-up and drop-off places. There is numerous in different areas. There's also usually truck dealers as well. When you drive past them, it'll automatically add them to your map. Until you do that though, they will stay hidden. There's agencies as well on the map. There is garages and stuff on the map. There's a lot of stuff on the map that it will come across. So when we are driving around here now, if we look to our right, you can see that there is a garage that we can buy, and it'll pop up on the map as we drive past it. There you can see the $sign. You can get the garage. That won't pop up on the map, sorry. It's the agencies that pop up on the map. When you drive past an agency, it tells you. I knew that ambulance was going to come all the way around. See what I mean? I don't think anybody knows what they're doing. Down there, the little red spanner, that is where you can service your truck. 9 times out of 10, the servicing is on the front of a dealership. So that might mean that there's a dealership round there that we've yet to discover. Is this the right place? I don't think that's the right place. Ah, this is the right place. Now, when I said just about dropping off in between a wall, it just fits through. Yeah, this is it. So I think we need to put our hazards on. As you can see, that's pretty narrow. Peeping me now because I'm taking up some time. But we can steadily ease it in. And then there is our parking position. Now, if you look at that, it obviously gives you an indication of which way your lorry needs to go. So we have got to spin round, which could prove to be tight in here, but we'll have a damn good go. I'm going to flip back in the interior to make it harder for myself. Try and use all the space provided. I'm going to knock the hazards off now. And we will get her lined up. and then we will straighten up and reverse. Okay, so it's gone green. I'm not very straight in terms of my truck, but my trailer is bang on in, hence why it's then gone green. So, press the wrong button there and turn the engine off. Let's decouple the trailer. So, another excellent job completion. We have 128 mile driven. Time taken 2 hours 51 in game, 102.5 litres. Our total amount of money earned is 3602 and our total XP is 283, which has put us over level 2. So now we will have another point to put into something. As I was explaining last time, guys, this is where we can go through and put stuff. So if you go on just-in-time delivery, this tells you exactly what you get the more you put into it. I'm going to go again with high-value cargo for now, just to start building our money. So if I take this, that is now given us 10% higher reward, 5% increase for a high value delivery, as well as we still get that first bonus there. So they all build up. Let's apply that. So guys, let's go and check out our emails, because we have one more. Special transports. Right, there we go. Hello boss, I have something special for you. Thanks to our connections, we are now able to get a real challenge. Some special extra large and heavy cargoes need to be hauled by a true professional. It won't be easy, as it will require some skills, patience, cooperation with escorting vehicles and extra care. But I guess you have it all, right? Also, bigger risk comes with a bigger profit. Now, these here are the places you have to go to. The cities you have to go to get these jobs. So there is London in the UK, Cardiff in the UK, Glasgow. I thought Manchester was on that list as well. Sheffield's on there. But yeah, when we come to one of them, I will be taking one of them jobs to show you the escort vehicles, how they work and everything. So that is that. So until next time, guys, we have £11,505 now. We are going to take some more job market jobs in the next video. See if we can get a high value target, high value cargo. Let's have a look actually. There we go. These here with these banners, these are the high cargo. So this is absolutely massive part. That is why you need the road shutting. There's one down here that's got huge tyres on the back, probably for quarry equipment and stuff. So in our next video we are going to take one of them jobs. They should still be available. Probably go with this top one here. And yeah, so guys, thank you very much for watching. This has been Samurai Gaming, and until next time, take it easy guys, thank you very much, and see you soon.